Previously on New Crits on the Block.
We finally meet again.
What did you just call us when you first referred to us? Fate breakers?
And one thing that is good about this is that Glace won't be able to predict what you're going to do exactly. If fate is changing this much, who's to say that I'm not wrong about everything else?
You look up ahead and see Philippa sitting on an icy throne, and you see one of her eyes turn a light blue. It's okay, Glace. They'll understand soon enough. As Glace's eyes start to frost over, she takes a few more steps. As you can see, the ice underneath her feet start to rise and walk her up to where she's now standing 5 feet up on a platform as the ice rises underneath her feet. She looks down at the four of you. So, it seems we are at an impasse. You will not join me, and I must destroy you.
So now that Philippa has spoken, Catan hasn't really said much. He's just been watching with a cold, icy stare. See what I did there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
all right.
Said
All
a
right.
thing.
real nice.
That's all I got.
I guess.
That's all I got. Good luck, guys.
You used them all.
Yeah,
No
I really. I'll find them. You'll come around.
Just use the same ones again.
Yeah, well, that's basically what's going to happen here. As soon as her eyes change color and she speaks, he says, "Philippa, I know you're in there. I know it's not just Glace. It's not too late. It doesn't have to end this way. Speak to me, please."
Glace stops, and you see one of the eyes shift from this snowy white to a light blue. Yes, Katana, I am here. And it is too late. I am helping Glace. I understand now. I understand that you are all in the way of something that must be done. And if you will not come with us and help us, then you'll end up like everyone else. Frozen and alone.
We've always been frozen and alone. That's what this is. That's what it's always been. I don't know why you're doing this. We've talked about this in all this time. Why? When did you start to feel this way? This isn't the way it's supposed to be. You can't just change the natural order of things. Have you not learned anything since the time we spent together? You've seen so much, and I mean, I know a lot has happened to you, and but a lot has happened to me and to us and to all of our friends. But that's it. We all feel that way. We all feel cold and alone, and the only thing that can warm us is being together. And that's not what you're doing. You're only worsening things. And I thought maybe you would understand that by now. This isn't the way. It never has been, and it never will be. And I don't want to do this, but if you will not come back to us, I will be forced to stop you. And I cannot promise that I can keep you safe. So please, just hear us out. Since the day we've met, we've all tried to be there for you, and I know some of us haven't been perfect, but that's what family is. They're not perfect. And so I can't lose another kin. So just please don't do this. Don't make us do this.
Glace and Philippa, you see her left eye kind of fade into the blue a little bit more, as you can see pity on her face. And she looks down. Catan, you say this isn't the way things were meant to be. But it was. You all helped do this. In a way. I was always meant to do this. This is what I was born to do. You all are the anomalies. This is the way things have been and will always be.
You were born to live and to be yourself and no one else.
No, I wasn't. I was born to bring order. To stop all this senseless killing. Once and for all. And I will not let personal feelings get in the way of this goal. So if you truly want to protect me, get out of my way.
You don't seem to know anything about us, despite all the time we've spent together. But surely you know that we can't do that.
I know. Goodbye, Catan. And as she says that, her eyes freeze back over. You again hear the booming voice of Glace speak out, kind of hitting from all corners as her voice just takes up the whole room. Well, if you're done trying to convince her, shall we proceed?
Have you considered sound dampening acoustic panels in here? You could probably get that problem solved.
It's a bit echoey, I have to say.
Kind of pitchy, too.
A little pitchy, yes.
Enough with the shenanigans.
As Catan says that, he's practically crying because everything. Jake, during all of that and my divine sense, did I pick up anything outside of there's a bad person in front of me?
Not really, no.
Okay. Just curious if there was anything else going on.
What about my aura sense? Do I see anything interesting?
Like a deep black color with kind of like a white outline on the edges.
Ooh, that's not good.
What about my Awen senses, Jake? Did they pick up on anything?
You sense a lot of drama.
Oh, I'm out. See ya.
And you're not, yeah.
Awen senses
gone.
drama,
Sorry.
and that's exactly what I was going to say. Awen senses drama and the path of fastest egress.
Get me out of here.
Jumps through another stained glass.
Yeah, Awen has been very quietly taking little steps backwards around the corner of the ice cave entrance the whole time he's seen Catan and Philippa have this very emotional, in-depth conversation.
There's a snow one already out.
Already there, yep.
Slowly crafting one.
Yeah. As you guys kind of prep yourselves, you see Glace's hands start to move kind of in a circle in front of her as you see like these icy trails starting to follow her hands, and she claps them together. And as she does that, a wave of like frost energy pushes out from her. And as it like hits the ends of the walls, you see a layer of ice just start to cover all of the walls and covers the entrance as it encloses you into this room. She looks down at you. I hope you all are prepared to die. And roll for initiative.
Blech.
So now that we've confirmed that these two are one and the same, they are kind of like a power couple, right?
That's not how that works.
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's like
Power couples
Brangelina and
Because they
All
didn't
that kind-
fuse their body together.
did they not? Hey, are you sure about that?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, who's Taylor Swift dating now? What's
Travis
her,
Kelce.
They're called
sure that won't be-
TNT. That's what they call them.
Is
Okay,
it?
that
Oh,
probably
I haven't
won't-
heard that yet.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's she gave it to herself themselves.
Oh,
but
that's
yeah.
even worse. You can't do
Mhm.
that.
It's Travis and Taylor. So TNT. It's cute. It's cute.
But you can't give it to yourself.
Well, that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't look into it.
I also don't think it's that hard to like. I'm sure nobody else had that thought yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, in her case, is she a Glacica or is she a Philoglace?
Wait,
I think Glacica
what?
works better.
Glacica,
Glacica.
yeah.
I think. What is it? Glacipa?
Yeah.
yeah.
Philippa,
Yeah,
Glacipa,
I would've-
Glacipa.
Lysipa?
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
guess
That
so.
sounds kind of like a bad fantasy name.
What about like Flace?
Mm,
What do we think of Flace?
like pH.
I don't like place. No.
no, I think it
Flace
sounds
is
cool.
weird.
It sounds like a fat lice.
Flace, a fat lice.
Yeah, pH.
What?
That sounds like an American Gladiator name to me.
Flace?
Nitro, Thunder, Flace.
Sounds like the one who loses in the
what?
first round. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "What?" And they try to like build him up so much.
They like don't know what his theme is at all. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's not
and
clear.
introducing Flace.
Okay, did you guys roll?
What? Yeah, I rolled. Awen rolled a nat 20. So with the
Ooh.
plus 10, as I again would like to remind you all of, that is a 30 total.
Jesus.
It's too many pluses.
Just enough,
Okay.
if you ask me.
Leaf got a 17.
All right. Middle of the pack. I like it. Ben, Catan,
Catan rolled a 7.
Oh,
garbage. That's bad.
garbage roll. Ooh, I bet that would be a good.
That's a middling roll for
I bet that'd be a
Catan.
good sushi roll. The garbage roll, and it just has like everything in it.
Mm.
I'm down for that.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Boral, what did you get?
Borel got an 11.
Okay, kind of spread out. All right. Awen,
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Okay. So Awen, he's like, all right, my arrows haven't really been like the best. They've been good at kind of peppering and helping work down, but I'm seeing all my other friends here casting crazy cool spells, right? They're doing explosions and searing things of light and everything else in between. So Awen's like, all right, Awen, time for you to shine, baby. This is the moment. We're going to cast a big boy here. And you all don't see the Skyrender form in his hands as you usually do when a fight breaks out. You just see him kind of put his hands straight out and wiggle his fingers as he has the hardest concentrated face on as he can. And he's sweating immediately. And he's thinking, woodland creature, woodland creature, woodland creature, as he casts conjure woodland beings.
Nice.
And what comes and forms in front of him is a disgusting, grotesque sea hag that has scales on its ribs and kelp for hair and long nails with this grayish blue skin and an absolutely horrifying visage as it forms out of this blob of the ground and gives a as it comes on it. Awen kind of pops an eye open and is like, oh no. Kind of looks around at everybody.
What is that?
And Awen just sprints towards some sort of cover that is around him, whether it be an icicle of some sort. It just and just turns and runs and basically hides, not hides, but takes cover behind something as this sea hag is just hissing and dripping with sea water off of it.
Ew.
You've created another enemy for us. Why?
And
so
you hear from
looking.
behind as it echoes off the walls. They're on our side. Trust me. This is a new friend.
Can it go on your turn, or does it have to roll its own initiative?
Totally up to you. What would you rather me do?
I'm fine with it just going on your turn.
Okay, then it is its turn. And it's going to look over at Flace, that's what I'm calling her, and is going to, if she's close enough, she's 30-foot range.
Yeah, she's close enough.
She's going to run up and take a swipe with her claws. That was a 19 plus 5 for a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, okay. So with her claw attack, it is a 2d6 plus 3. As a 4 and a 1 plus 3 for 8 damage total.
Nice. Hell yeah, dog. Is that all that let's see how it goes?
Yes. For now, Jake. For now.
For now.
Okay.
She's got
I like
secrets.
I like this ability it has. It can just, it can just.
Shut
I
up,
know,
huh?
Ben loves to do that, huh?
Hey, dude. Take a step back, bud.
All right.
Play your character, huh?
Hey, why don't you make a sea hag appear?
He's jealous.
All right, fine. Hold on. Where are my spells?
We all make sea hags. Everyone bring out your best sea hag.
Everyone, this is the sea hag competition now. There she is, Miss Sea Hag.
Isn't she hideous?
Isn't she hideous? Isn't she grotesque?
Hair most foul.
What would you do if you could change the
make a
world?
sea hag.
Still
Still peas.
still world peace, but said like a sea
World
hag.
peas. Just she likes peas a lot.
Whoa! Oh my god!
World seas.
Oh.
Oh!
We're like, oh, she said peas. No,
Oh.
cheese.
No,
Oh,
I
so
want to
it's a
flood the
cheese.
world and
World cheese.
World peace for a sea hag, you know?
Everybody wants to flood the world. That's her cover band she's in.
Now she sounds like that for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's her singing. You know how singing voices and speaking voices are totally
It's
different.
Always so different.
It's always different.
so different. You're like, wow, she had an accent all along. I had no idea.
Well, Glace is going to reach out and try to grab the sea hag.
Now, Jake.
Hi, sea hag.
Now, Jake.
Yeah.
The sea hag, as I believe I very well described, which is not a well-described sentence, has a horrific appearance. Any humanoid that starts its turn within 30 feet of the hag and can see the hag's true form must make a... Now, I don't know if she'll make this, Jake. A DC 11 wisdom save.
Oh, no.
Okay.
She might be a dummy ass god.
She might be. She might roll a 1. I don't know. So you got to... So let me know what you get on a DC 11 wisdom save here, Jake.
Okay. Well, she didn't roll great. That's 7 plus 5.
Okay. Well, then then proceed.
Not frightened at all.
Proceed, good gentlemen.
Okay. It's gonna have to make an strength or acrobatics check. So I think you just use its dex or
yeah, strength is good. I got a +3 there. And this is
it's a strong ass hag.
That is a crit 20.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna bother rolling.
I
won't make it.
As Glace grabs the neck of the sea hag and like lifts it off the ground, you start to see ice start to freeze over the neck of the sea hag. And then I'm going to roll some damage.
Okay.
Actually, make a it was a Constitution saving throw.
Con save? Okay.
Yeah.
15?
15 does not pass.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. You hear from echoing off the wall, how's she doing out there? Is she ripping them up?
She's doing great.
13.
Think she's gonna make it.
This is the first thing I've ever conjured. I feel like it's part of me, you know?
Yeah, you got attached to it. Did you give her a name?
Yes.
What is it?
Little Haggy.
Oh, I was gonna go with Hagatha.
Hagatha.
Little Hag that's her full name. I have a nickname for her already. I think she's gonna be an integral part of the group, gang.
Oh boy. I don't know how to break it to him.
How come Flace has been doing math for like 45 seconds? That's fine, right?
So she's going to get 44 damage
Really got a hold of that neck.
of ice.
44.
Okay.
Or water. As the ice freezes across her neck. Is it still alive?
It is, Jake.
Okay. And as she like looks, yeah, she didn't roll that great for the damage there, but
that's bad damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
did you guys forget you're fighting a Titan?
Well, they also failed their saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, still got full damage.
That really actually isn't that bad.
So it freezes her neck across. And she goes to like kind of crush it as you see her fingernails and like her fingers like crush into the sea hag's throat. And she looks towards the rest of you as you see she reaches her hand out and you see ice starting to like swirl in front of her. That is her turn. Leaf, what would you like to do?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Leaf is gonna peek out and be like, okay, I got this.
So you looked at it?
I looked at it.
Make a DC 11 wisdom saving throw.
At the what? At the thing? We all looked at the hag.
Any humanoid that starts its turn within 30 feet of the hag.
Son of a... Okay. What is it? A wisdom save?
Yeah.
Yeah, make
That's
a wisdom
fine.
save.
I'm hella wise. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
A 13?
Oh, you passed.
You passed.
I passed?
Yeah, it's an 11.
Good job.
Just an 11.
It was
I rolled
11.
a 2.
It'd be an 11.
Two
And
plus
also
11 is what I got.
And also you're within 10 feet of me, so you can't be frightened.
Well then
I just wanted to watch you squirm.
You son of a bitch. Anyway, okay. She's going to roll up her little sleeves
and go, okay, we got this. Let's give her one of the old something with fire, probably. That would be good.
And I'm going to cast fairy fire on her. And go, yeah, take this'll sizzle her up real good. She needs to make a dex save, please.
That's a 15.
She fails. So she is now shed in dim light. And any attack roll against the affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can benefit from being invisible. I don't know what that means. Oh, because she can't get invisible now. So yeah, so you guys have advantage now.
Nice.
And I go, wait, did that not? Is she on fire or? Look, she's on fire. I put her on fire, guys.
I'm not on fire, imbecile.
I hide.
Okay, so you have advantage on attacks against her.
Yes.
Well, at least now we know that Sea Hag, who's up in the mix, can really do some damage.
That's what was missing, really.
Yeah, it was the advantage. Okay. Boral, it is your turn. Would you like to do something?
I'm going to be the boring one here. I'm just going to get some sort of line of sight, on her, and I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at a 5th level. And I'm going to use Overchannel at the same time. So it's going to be 60 damage.
Oh, yeah. So as you kind of like turn around a corner of one of these, like stalagmites are the ones on the ground, right?
Yes,
Yes,
like
yes.
a mountain.
Yeah, tight because they hang. Okay. As you come around the corner of one of these stalagmites and you shoot off a lightning bolt as it arcs through the chamber, as it hits Glace, you see it like arc through her, and then the lightning bolt like weaves around. I'm assuming you're not trying to hit the hag.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if it does.
Hey, she took a blast for you guys. That was
Yeah.
kind of the main thing that what, Ben?
Brian, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he does.
No.
No, because he's next to me.
Right.
Yeah, I
You're not
also
going to get me with that.
I have
was
advantage
actually
against
listening.
being frightened, by the way, too. So that would have been fine.
And actually, you can't be frightened by Faye. Just period.
Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And so the hag's a Faye.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't know that.
I'm immune. It's a druid thing.
But you didn't know that, though.
I did.
Yeah, so the lightning bolt arcs through the air, weaving around the hag as it goes kind of like through Glace's lightning bolt arcs on, like kind of giving this bright light out from the room. She doesn't look that bad. Her clothes, like her white gown, looks a little burnt for just a moment. And then as you're watching her, you can see like ice kind of form and like meld the cloth back together. Would you like to
Did
do?
she make a dex saving throw?
Oh,
Yeah.
she
for half
does.
damage.
Yeah. That is a 14. I don't think that
That is a
yeah.
fail.
Okay. Now it is Katan's turn. What would you like to do, Katan?
Catan pulls out Frostheart and looks at it. Is it doing anything in her presence? Like, is it glowing in the presence of orcs? Is it,
No, it just has its normal like icy sheen, kind of like glacial energy around it.
and he begins walking towards her.
Epic.
He thinks back to times they spent together. He thinks back to reading her bedtime stories when she was a child. And as he does, he casts his Hexblade Curse on her as a bonus action. And he strides closer towards her. And he remembers accidentally hurting her when he was enraged in the presence of the Fizzle Vein, and he casts haste on himself. And he remembers the first time we saw her unleash her powers on the boat. And he sees the same visage in front of him, which is someone who is scared and alone and not in control. And far too dangerous. And he has one action left because of haste. And he makes a thrust attack on her with advantage because of the fairy fire. And he crits.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite player, Matt, and welcome to this week's Middle Break. Just going to take this quick time, really fast, get you in and out, and get you back into what is happening in the story. Because it's some really good, heavy stuff we got going on here. So, of course, as you know, if you want to help our podcast grow, there are certain things you can do that will help with just that. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review to our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, whichever podcatcher you use. Go to that podcatcher, hit the subscribe button, download those episodes, give us a 5-star review, and write a nice little synopsis about why you like our podcast so other people who come across it might think that they may like it too. Also, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits and on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We are always posting content to those sites. That's the best way to stay up with all things New Crits. The best way to help us out there is either by sharing those posts to your own stories, to your own feeds, or by tagging people in them about a certain clip or audiogram that you super extra enjoy. The only way we're growing right now is through word of mouth. So if y'all want to have us keep doing our thing, make sure to help us out and help us in those small but really impactful ways. One of the ways that we like to give thanks to you all for being such an amazing community out there is we have our own Discord. That is right. It's a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. You can go in there, talk about the show, talk to the cast members, talk to other fans, or if you just want a place to come, hang, and chill, we got space for you there too. It's a safe, inclusive space that we have cultivated over the last few years, and we are really proud with what we have turned it into and how amazing our fan base is. We love you guys. So if you haven't joined us there yet, well, what the heck are you waiting for? They might be thinking, well, man, I wanted to help you do all these things, but where do I go? How do I get to all the places that you just mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/Newcrits on the Block. We'll get you to all the places that I just mentioned and some places that I didn't even have time to mention. linktr.ee/Newcrits on the Block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you are enjoying the episode so far. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon, my friends. So let's get you back into this week's episode. We will see you next week. Until then, we love y'all. Be safe out there. Be excellent to each other. Bye-bye.
He rolls a 19. And because of Hexblade's curse, he crits on 19s.
Oh,
That is the first time I've ever done that.
hell yeah, dude.
That is satisfying as fuck.
But boo-hoo.
Is it though? Because you're like, oh no, not that bad.
I mean,
I always crit on her when I don't want to.
That's true. You always do.
Catan walks up and with a single thrust, I'm not going to do this. I almost think it'd be fun just to go through the hag and hit her, but that's not mechanically relevant. Just because
You leave her alone.
You're be so mean to the hag.
She's out there doing her best.
Unfortunately, my D10 sword damages I only roll a 1 and a 2. So as a total hit, single hit, I deal 73 damage. Does radiant make a difference?
Yes.
Oh, do you want me to double that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 132 damage in a single hit in that case.
Holy Lord.
If radiant makes a difference.
Yes, it does right now. Okay, so as you thrust this frost tar blade into where are you thrusting at?
I mean, I crit, so I think I stick her right in the heart.
As you go to stab Glace, you see the blade almost like right before it like stabs into her, turn like this ethereal like frost color as it like becomes translucent, and you still feel like the sword is gaining purchase in something, but it looks as if it's going straight through Philippa's body. As you hear like this guttural like leave Glace's body, and you see her kind of recoil back, and as you thrust it into her chest, you see her eyes like slowly look down at the blade and then back up to you as you see this snowy white ice start to almost turn like this milky black color that starts to like fade and go out and like move around inside of her eyes. Now, I'm assuming that's all of the stuff you could do, considering you cast a shit ton of spells.
Yeah, I used everything. Did I not like physically damage her body? Like I didn't see my sword cut her, it just went into her?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I think there is a moment of potential realization about what just happened.
As you see Glace's eyes start to have this black, like mildew kind of surface, and you start to see it kind of go and cover her entire body. And just as fast as it all kind of started to appear, you see it shoot in to like down towards her feet and into the ground as these black little veins start to reach and like push out the ground. You see 5 of these almost miniature of the icicle sentinel that you guys fought at the chamber to get the Frostheart blade. You see 5 of these like 3-foot tall icicle creatures like raise out of the ground, as you see one of them two of them have like the icicle swords on their as arms, and the other 3 have those little like ice gatling guns as they are summoned into the fight. We're going to go up to Awen. Awen, your sea hag is still in the clutches of Glace. What would you like to do?
Well, let's first start with the sea hag here, who's doing a bang up job at really starting to wear her down. I think she did 13 damage total compared to Katan's, I don't know, what did you do, 15, 16 damage, something like that. So
it was 8.
Hanging in. Anyways, she is going to attack again
with advantage.
Advantage, thank you.
Like we said, that
with advantage. So that
she's
is
about to pump.
She's about to a 13 plus 5 for 18.
That does not hit.
Oh, okay.
That's her advantage.
Well, yeah, she only has a plus 5.
Oh boy.
Which isn't bad.
Okay. No. So
great.
it's a big swing and a miss as she's getting choked out by ice. She just like takes a wild swing and doesn't hit.
Makes sense.
So that's it for the hag.
Isn't it fun missing stuff all of the time?
So I think Awen
with a summoned creature.
I think Awen with his elven ears hears the whoosh of claws through the air and miss, and he knows that sound is his baby's in trouble. So Awen is going to come around from wherever he was hiding, I guess. Like, Daddy's coming, baby! And take 2 shots at Philippa. Because I think that's kind of where his head's at right now. Is he's like he wants to save his babe. So let's roll 4d20 then. So we have a 14 plus 14 for a 28. And a 17 and a 17 plus 14. Thank you for advantage because I rolled a 9 and an 8 first, and then a 17 and a 14.
Woo.
So 2 hits.
Okay, yeah, those hit.
Oh, thank God. Not the best rolls here, gang. Not the best rolls. So 22 damage.
Hell yeah, dog.
I rolled real bad, guys.
That's not ideal.
I rolled so low.
I feel like that's only like a quarter of your potential damage, right?
Oh, I rolled a 3 and a 2 for my damage on my D10s.
Yeah, the arrows just go and hit Philippa in the head. They kind of just more like a little bonk on the head, you know?
Yeah, they were little bonks.
They just kind of skip off.
Yeah, they you can see like a skid mark from where the arrow hit.
Jake, does force damage change anything?
No.
Damn, well, it worked
I
for
think
Ben.
even if it did, I don't think it would.
It worked for Ben. I wanted to try it. That's my turn, Jake.
Okay, that's your turn.
All right, God.
You know what? Hey, I love the ambition. All right, it's there. So it is Glace's turn.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Fair.
This is going to
Can
be
Glace
guys,
even be
watch.
frightened?
18.
Yeah.
We can't be.
Base
I'm
roll.
assuming she can't be, but
You get disadvantage on it.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, because the hag's just so scary.
All right. Well, with
No,
disadvantage,
you-
that's a crit 20.
Damn it. You get double disadvantage because she's so scared. Okay, yeah, she passes. It's fine.
All right. That's good to know. You see one of her eyes go blue as she let go of the hag, and you see an ice spear start to form in front of her. She grabs onto the sword that you thrusted into her and like pulls it out of her body as she kind of takes a step back and goes to plunge the spear inside of you, Catan. That's a 27 to hit.
As a reaction, Catan uses a shield.
Okay.
So his AC is now higher than that.
That is a lot better. That's a 29.
Still misses.
Oh, damn. Okay.
With haste and a shield, Catan's AC is now 30.
Oh, so
Which is
yeah, pretty much-
mechanically the highest it can get according to D&D rules.
Yeah.
You theoretically can't get higher than that. Yeah, I checked.
So she goes to stab you with this spear as you kind of put your shield in front of you, and this radiant light emits from your shield as it goes kind of like 5 feet on either side of you as it makes this almost radiant wall in front of you as she stabs twice at it, can't finding any way to get around this shield. She looks around and makes eye contact with Leaf. But that is his.
What? No.
That's her turn. We are now going to go to the Ice Sentinels. One of these sword ones. So how they're laid out right now is there is 3 out in front of her, kind of between where Catan and the hag are and the rest of you. And then there are two of the Gatling ones behind Philippa. So it's going to be one of the sword guys in the front and one of the Gatling guys in the front. They are going to, one of them is going to run at Boral, the one with the sword. He is going to try to stab you. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll do it.
So 24 damage as it stabs into your leg. And then
why is it always the fucking leg?
It's 3 feet tall.
You need them.
It's better than your liver.
No liver drips, please.
And then the Gatling Sentinel is going to... Anyone? Odds or evens?
Odds.
It attacks you. I rolled a 3. Okay. It was between you or Leaf.
Yay.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Well, it missed. That's a crit fail. So it goes to shoot out one of its ice shards and it gets jammed. And then he's over there trying to reload it, pull out the mag. It's like a chain. So he has to get it undone. It's a whole ordeal. And then that was their turn. And now it is Leaf's turn. Leaf.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
All right, I got something here. We go. Okay.
Some with fire.
That fire one didn't work, but I got a fire one that will work.
And she rolls up her sleeves again, but even higher this time. Really high.
So past the elbow, way past the elbow, almost at the
way
shoulder.
past the elbow.
And she is going to cast Firestorm, which I don't believe I have cast before, so I will read for the listeners. A storm made up of sheets of roaring flame appears in a location you choose within range, which is 150 feet.
Okay.
The area of the storm consists of up to 10 10-foot cubes, which you can arrange as you wish. Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Each creature in the area must make a dex saving throw. It takes 7d10 fire damage on failed save, half as much on a successful one. And then it's got some flammable objects in the area, which is not pertinent to this. So I am going to do, you said there's 5 little guys?
Yeah.
If they're in range, 150, I don't assume I'm that far away. I'd be able to hit all of them. So I want 2 cubes on each one.
Don't they have to all be adjacent?
So a cube has to just be adjacent to another cube.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. So as long as one cube is touching another cube, I can place multiple cubes around, but a cube can't be by itself.
I see. Okay.
Is what
and there's 3 and 2. Okay,
that
so that would work.
Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to another cube.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, so you're doing 2 on each of them?
2 on each of them, and they must make a dex save, and I will roll the damage.
Okay, let's see. So
this might be the most efficient spell you've ever cast.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Hasn't hurt me.
I was like, I can move them. Okay.
Now I do have a question.
Oh,
And I'm sorry if this ruins some of the fun.
don't be a Ben.
Is this a concentration spell?
No, it is not. Thank you.
Whoa,
I
that's
checked.
big.
It
Dude,
is
look
not.
at you.
I'm learning,
Wow,
guys.
you're doing it.
I'm doing it.
We've only been doing this for what, 5 years now, you said, Matt?
You're doing it.
It's longer than
6
that.
years?
One last question, Christy.
Oh,
At the
man.
end of this spell, it says,
You guys are making me real nervous.
No, see, Ben's the one that really is going to ruin it.
I'm
You guys
gonna
don't ruin it.
it's not going to ruin it. You just have a choice here.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose, plant life in the affected area is unaffected by the spell.
We're in a tundra. I know. That's why I didn't read that part.
There could be some iceberg lettuce.
Wow.
Oh my god.
All right, guys,
Wow.
I'm actually, this is the end of the
Okay.
podcast. Bye.
Yep.
Jake,
The whole podcast. Okay.
Oh,
She
he left.
dies for Philippa dies from cringe.
if there's any iceberg lettuce, yes, please let it not be affected.
Well, you know what, Christy? You're lucky you said that because there was so much fucking iceberg lettuce here, dude.
Oh, dang.
That's half the ground. You guys have been stepping on it this whole time. You didn't notice?
Oh, that's what that
Crunch,
crunch is? I thought it was the ice.
Mm.
Yeah, no. Okay. So I'm just going to roll 2. One for the
What?
sword guys. Or do you want to roll one dexterity check for everybody?
I feel like they all should have to make the check.
Okay. So the first one got a 17 plus 2, so 19. That's a sword guy.
So
Then-
he passes.
The next person got a 3, so there's no way they're going to get that. That's a Gatling one in the front. That's a 22 total. They rolled a 20.
Okay.
So sword one. So both the sword ones pass, yes?
They're still gonna take half damage.
Okay. And then this is for one of the Gatlings. That's 11 plus 2 for a 13.
Fail.
And that is a 16 plus 2 for 18 total.
Fail.
Okay, so
So
all
3 failed, 2
all the
succeeded.
Gatling guys fail and the 2 sword guys pass. So
Great. So Gatlings will take 31 damage,
okay,
and the swords will take half of that.
which is
I mean, are we rounding up or down?
I think
We
we're
round
rounding up.
down.
We round down. I always forget.
That's
I have too many campaigns, and by that
Which
I mean
would
I
be
have
what then,
2.
Christy?
per
If
the
you round
rules
down.
of D&D,
Me?
I believe you
Uh-huh.
round down.
Well,
So
I mean,
you asked the
it's-
question, so
It's
round down.
it's obviously 31. So
Half.
divide that by 2,
Halved.
which would obviously be 15. But if we round up, it's going to be a
Oh.
16.
Very good.
I know what half a 30 is.
Do you?
You took a while
Yeah.
there. You took a while.
Because you guys were
Took
making
a
me
little-
nervous. I was like, wait,
it took a little
am I missing
spin there.
something?
Sorry, that was my fault. I made her nervous about the iceberg
You guys made
lettuce.
me so nervous about everything else. Seemed too easy.
But what's nice though, Christy, is I bet they take a lot more damage though.
They have to, right? Because this is really mean fire
Fire.
damage.
They do. So that is the Gatlings take 62. And the other ones actually take 30.
Nice.
So as you kind of weave your hands in front of you, saying like this ancient Druidic language, the fire,
I was going to say fire, 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 fire.
but really coolly. And yes, I said coolly.
No,
Really
not
coolly.
coolly. We need it hotly.
You weave your hands in front of you as this firestorm erupts around the ice sentinels, as you see the Gatling ones start to like boil and their like body starts to melt down. As you see it try to reach out, the one that was reloading just tries to get one off before he does, as it shoots out and sizzles 5 feet in front of him, as the 3 Gatling ice sentinels melt down into the ground. The 2 sword ones, you see as they're like, some of their bodies are like melted down. They're missing like an arm, and then one of them, the one that stabbed Brian in the leg, is missing half a leg. So it's like leaning over, just trying to stab at his ankles now. And then we have Glace taking a legendary action. She puts her hands out in front of her as her head arcs backwards, as you hear this crashing noise at the backside of the chamber. As the wall breaks through, you see a giant Leviathan blasting through the wall, its mouth fully wide open as it's going right in front of all of you.
He normally does an additional,
I really want that donut that's upstairs.
so that's a D.
I've been thinking about it.
But then it's
You got time. He's going to be here a while.
2.
I
I'm gonna
got
go.
make some side work I gotta do. Just fucking scream my name. There, I gotta
Yeah, we should all have brought a book to read while he calculates. Jake literally left. He's like, fuck it. Getting my donut.